I'm going to be making this drawer with a corner lock route cutter. You see the number there that I've got. This is from Wealdentool. I'm going to see if I can show you how to set this up. Just put it in the machine. All the videos on YouTube seem to have a little block like this. You can buy these, I think, or they are pieces that they made last time they used the cutter. So this one isn't perfect, there's a very small gap there. See that very small gap there? But it's not bad. Now let's take a look at this cut first. You can see this one, I'm going to call it the female joint, because the male always goes into the female. That goes straight through, like that. So that one's fairly simple. Got to think about the height then. But this cut is already preset to the router cutter itself. What I do is do my face cut. These are the sides of your drawers, and that's the face. So a bit like that. Right, what I'm going to do first is the height, set the height and do this cut. I've cut several blocks, I've got a few more of these, because however well you set this up, you'll want to tweak it a little bit. So let's imagine I haven't got those pieces. I've just bought this cutter and I've got to start from the beginning. So I'm going to set my depth. Put this little ring in. So I'm going to set my depth so that the top of this cutter here is about halfway through. I think it's 10mm that they say. So I'm going to set it about there. And that's about there. Now I want to set the fence. The fence wants to be from the face of the cutter, the depth of your wood. Maybe a little bit more. See the state on my router table. Maybe a little bit more. See, if we go back to my template, it's always nice to have a little bit to sand off. You don't want that too short, you don't want it behind like there. It's always nice to have a bit of sand off. Make sure that your wood is square to begin with, otherwise you're starting off bad to begin with. Right, so we've got our depth, and the fence is set so that this cutter just protrudes just a little bit, all the thickness of your timber. I'm going to make this cut. I could do it maybe with a longer piece because my fence is knackered here, you see. You could maybe put another board on here and just let the cutter cut through. That'd help with breakout. You want to do that especially when you're working with timbers, oaks, things like that. Now we make the other one, and I'm going to number this, well, label it anyway, because you're going to be making multiple cuts and tweaking it a little bit to get it right. It's easy to lose track of which piece you're using. So another piece of wood, set our fence. you want to set your fence to this cutter under here. So we've got A. I'm going to mark that as A as well. And we'll try it. You see, that's too deep. This cut's too big. If we turn that over, see, that's cutting too high. So if we reduce the cut, make some more, reduce the height, I mean. See, that's too high. That piece is too long. And it'll be the same for that one. It's too high. So as we ran that through, this piece is too big. So we want to lower the cutter. But when you lower the cutter, because you don't alter the height of these cutters, you only adjust the fence once you've set the height. The height is the key starting point. When you lower the cutter, you're going to be lowering that one, but you're also lowering this one, so you want to go half of how much it needs to come down. See, that is how much it needs to come down, so it only needs to come down a millimetre or so. So just give it a little bit, make another cut. While the fence is cut, while the fence is set, we'll do this female cut again. Now I've made that, I'll label it as B. And what we need to do is make this cut again. So set it back to thickness of your timber. You can make this more if you want, and then you'd have like wings hanging over. So that's the thickness of the timber. We'll make another cut. Label that B. So if you're using timber with the grain going this way, that'll all break out. That's why you want a backboard. It's not so bad on MDF. So we've got B and B. It's a little bit better. Almost goes in. Still wants to come down a fraction more. So while the fence is set, we'll make that female cut again. So that's C. So we need to make the other cut, so set the fence again, turn the cutter, that cutter edge flush with this again. So you can see, so close, so it needs to come down just a little bit more. That wasn't a very good cut, it jumped a little bit. So we'll see what it's like. D. Let's go with D. We're almost there. Might do this one again because it jumped a little bit. See that end? Very good. Let me do this D again. I'm going to call that D. D there. You see that's practically there. If I can hold it. A little bit on the edge to sand off. You'd have to allow that if you're working out the width of your drawer. I need to sort this out. I've got a screw stuck in it there, so I can't move that one. And these started off slowly getting cut away. But D and D. So, the breakdown is, this one is set at just short of 10mm, it's about 9.5mm, so maybe it's 3/8. So, breakdown is set your depth, set the thickness of your timber, make this cut, pull the fence forward until that bottom cutter there is flush with the face of this, make this cut, offer it up, once you get clamps and glue on there, that'll be right. So you made that cut, then set the height up and down depending on how your cut works out. Okay, I'll put that together and hopefully you'll understand it. And when you're finished, cut yourself a couple of pieces to help you get started next time. Or like I have, out of a bit of an oak. Where you've got both cuts